Greetings, wanderers. Today's topic is: has everyone accepted the term guys as gender neutral? I still use the term guys to describe a group of people, not specific to gender, as do a lot of other people in my circle. I have known it that way for at least 35 years. Has everyone? No, there are people who don't appreciate it, and I personally try to be mindful of that. Same as I wouldn't call somebody dude if they don't like it. It's not my place to decide how somebody else should feel regardless of my intent. These days I've taken a liking to y'all anyway. Edit. I understand that my description of being courteous to others with minimal effort was alarming to some of you. I hope you can get through this. At my last job, guys was discouraged for being gendered. They suggested folks instead. On the one hand, I found it silly. On the other hand, I have real shit to deal with, so who cares? Hey race, the thing with the term guys, some people are okay with it, some aren't. If someone tells you not to refer to them as guys when around, then don't. That's it. I'm a little bit wary of using guys in a mixed gender group. A trans coworker objected to being addressed as a guy at one point, so I tend to avoid it. I to use folks or everyone now, which are gender neutral. Full agree. I also use gang. I've seen this question come up a few times in various places on the internet, and apparently it depends where you're from. Here in Australia it is considered a gender neutral term when describing or addressing a group. I use folks now to avoid any offense. Doesn't hurt me or anyone else. When referring to a group of people that contains both men and women, yes. Really context dependent though. Edit. Guess I should clarify, I am not a native English speaker, so I don't use the term guys too often, but I suppose it could be used to refer to a group of girls too, although I personally tend to use gals in that case. But the Estonian word correlating to about the same definition wise I use for anyone. If you would use hey guys to address a group of just men or a group of men and women, but not a group of just women, then your usage isn't gender neutral. What do you mean, everyone? Lots of women would say no, but who listens to women over the age of 40 these days without calling them a Karen if they object to something? Imagine a mixed group being referred to as gals. What's up, gals? You think the men wouldn't object or at least find that weird? I don't personally object, but some do for the above reasons. It depends how much someone wants and waits to argue. It is totally acceptable, and both men and women in my group use it when addressing gender mixed group. But I have seen few, actually, there are girls here as well. From people usually no one likes, so think of it what you will. I think a term is truly gender neutral when it can be used, for example in this case, a straight male talking about how many guys they've slept with. If the default is one gender, it's not gender neutral. Guys, dude, bro. If you get offended, you have bigger mental problems than just me calling you that. I agree. Being female, I have been called all of above and even bruv sometimes. I take it as a sign of friendship and familiarity. Also, it's just funny. No. If I'm called a guy, I'll call them out on it. I'm not a guy. Guys becoming a term for all genders to me is problematic, as it is another example of the male wording being the preference/best/top wording. In that context, yes, it's acceptable. Okay guys, everyone get on the bus. But in other situations be used to mean men/boys only. Going to Vegas for a guy's trip.